Do you see that?
Huh?
I see a dog that's in 3 pieces. Yes. Ack!
It's broken.
This is a dog that was chasing us earlier, right?
Is it? They all look the same to me.
Must have fallen off that cliff. I don't... Maybe? Chrono, I love you, but you're being a gigantic butt pain right now. I would pet you, I will play with you, but I can't feed you right now. You're an old man now. You don't have the stomach for all that. You need to eat at certain times. Okay? Stop complaining. Stop complaining.
All these old bones ache.
Poor thing.
Yeah.
Let's give it a proper burial.
What? We don't have time for that. If this dog's here, it means that guy trying to kill us is nearby too.
But this poor dog was just doing what its owner told it to do. It didn't deserve this.
Maybe. But we probably shouldn't just bury some other guy's dog, right? He'd never know what happened to it.
Who cares about him, though? He's trying to kill us.
That's true. All right, but can I try something first?
What?
You're calling it a dog, but it looks like a machine to me.
And?
So it doesn't look dead to me. It's just had some of its parts scattered.
Huh?
I'm saying that maybe I can fix it.
You really think so? Alright, you just picked up a dog butt. And now you're looking at its centerpiece, whatever that is.
Yeah, I feel like I can. Like, I can kind of see an image of how to fix it in my head.
Okay, if you say so.
I'm gonna try it.
Don't touch that. Don't touch it. I'm telling you, man, don't touch. Oh, okay. All right, then. You're totally not grabbing intestines and stuff.
Oh, man. I fixed it.
Eek. All right. Kinda wish I was on the robot side, not gonna lie. Wow.
I really did it.
That was amazing.
Don't think I can fix everything, though. Like, I probably couldn't have fixed that deer from earlier. It felt dead.
Still, that's amazing. But what were you going to do if that dog came back to life and tried to bite us?
I didn't even think about that.
That's that Pokemon knowledge coming through. That's why I can always best you.
And we don't have time to think about that now, either.
Right.
We gotta run.
Yeah, let's go.
And fast.
As we walk away.
I gotta work on my flapping of the wings. My bear wings.
Your bear wings, yeah. Oh, multiple dogs now? Why do they want me dead? Why am I the one they want dead? What the crap? Alright, I have like a little elevator here that will move. This might open this door. Okay, never mind. Do you see a switch here also?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna get down here so that the dog stays here. You can hit the switch to the right now, and it'll make the dog go up, and he'll hit the thing on the left.
Alright, I'm not gonna be able to get up on that. It's too high. So let me figure out what I have to do.
Well, we need to move the dog just a little bit to,
Give me a second. People are saying my music apparently for the game. Even though the music at the start was too quiet, now it's too loud.
Yeah, I've had to turn it down a couple of times.
Alright, let's hope that works. Alright, so I'm gonna have to get it to chase me.
Yeah, just a little bit, just like to right here.
Oh, I don't think I can do that. It's gonna chase me the whole way, no matter what. So
Well,
I can get up.
As soon as I jump on it, it'll...
Oh yeah, good point. But how am I? I'm still not gonna be able to...
Oh.
You just crushed yourself. Yeah, I still can't get up on top of it, though. I think I'm gonna need to ride the elevator to jump on top of it.
Well, there's...
So I have an idea. So it'll chase me over here. Okay, he goes up over there. He opens the door for us. So now I'm gonna get it to chase me over to here. And then you're gonna step on the elevator for me. And then it, so I can jump on top of it and get up to that top platform. Then it will reset, and you'll be able to get up on top of it again, and I'll be able to jump across from it from there. Does that make sense?
No, say it again.
Okay. I'm gonna get it to come over here. You make it stop here.
Okay.
Okay. It's not gonna be able to chase me because it can't jump off the cliff. Then you're gonna hit that switch to make the elevator go up for me, which will allow me to jump on this after you jump on it and make it a platform.
Okay.
And then from there, I can go from up above across, and you can make it a platform again, and we can go from there.
Okay.
Is there something up top there for you? I just see a chain.
There's a box.
Okay, so you're gonna have to push the chain. So we have to get you up there. Okay.
So where does the chain need to go?
I'm guessing to the right for me, so I can jump up and get over.
Okay, so then I need the dog like right here so I can get up there to push the box.
Why not? Well, let's just do it right here.
Okay.
Because I can't make it stop. And then he'll reset. Okay, so you can push that now. Alright. Is that also... It's not a chain for you, is it?
No, it's a box.
Okay. So we're gonna have to get... Well, you can make it when it's over here then, I think, right? So let me... I don't think I have to lure it. I think it will reset. Can you just jump up to the right? And then you can make it a platform again and it'll be fine. Alright.
There we go.
Oh, God! He caught me up there. I'm gonna stay very far away now. Alright, thank you. Okay, what's this first switch do? Okay, that's that one, which is not helpful to us right now. And that will do that one. Let me see if the dog will chase me if you get off of him. Oh God, careful. Aw, he still got me because I was too close to the edge. God damn it. Alright, I think I'm far enough away now. Okay. You want to get on top of him now? This way he doesn't chase me. And now I'll send you up there. Oh, can you make it?
Yes.
I have to stay on this so he can't chase me. Alright. I can't push this. Careful. Okay. But now we have to get the dog on the switch.
Can
Wait,
you move?
how are we gonna do that?
Can you move a little bit closer to get? So can you get up to this like platform?
I can, but we need to have the dog on the elevator to send us up.
So can you get over here to aggro the dog? I can't get up over there, so I need the dog to help me get up.
Wait, you
over
can't
there.
get up?
Yeah, I can't get up right there.
Then how are we both gonna get on the elevator at the end? Do you have an elevator here?
Yes. I think
Okay.
the dog will reset to this spot.
Oh,
Right
you're
here.
right. You're right. He will. Yep, you're right. Okay. Yeah, let me aggro him and then I'll run. You need to step on this one so he can get up.
Yes.
But let me aggro him first. All right. Go ahead. Ah! Can you make it? All right.
Hey.
I don't like being chased by dogs. Oh! I might be able to make this jump this time? Okay. That makes those two elevators switch, but I can't get down from here then. So I'm guessing I need to be the one that goes below, because we're gonna probably have to make the dog hit that switch. Alright. You can jump up there? Like, what? Do you see a pathway up above you?
I do, but the can you get all the way to the far right?
I can.
Okay.
In fact, I can keep going even.
Then that's the disconnect for me because I can't get over there without the dog.
Okay, well, I guess we have to do this step first. I don't know what we have to do first. Let me see what this switch does quick.
Okay, so we need to put the dog on that
Yes.
that.
Okay, so now you should be able to go up and right. Okay, the dog's gonna reset. We probably have to... I have to get on this. Can you push that down there? I don't know if this is right or not. Is that something you can push? Because I couldn't. Oh, you just have a rope. Oh, okay. So I did have to do this because I couldn't... Right down below me here was a giant thing I couldn't get up and over.
Aha.
We did it without even talking about it. Alright, I can make it up here, but I don't know if it's helpful. I see a switch down here. Let me see what it does. Okay. That would let the dog go up. But then... Okay, yeah, I think you could maybe make it up to the next level afterwards. So let's get the dog to come over here. I know I'm calling it a dog. I have no idea what it looks like on your screen, but it's definitely a dog for me.
I would probably describe it as like an animal.
Wait. Oh, good job. I was afraid of you getting crushed there. Okay, so that's gonna maybe bring the dog up with you?
Yes. Let me move.
So
What is this for you?
it's a long pole with a chain on it.
Okay. Is there a platform up above that has something else for you up there as well?
I see a block up there for me.
Okay, I also see that block. Okay, that did not work the way I was hoping it would.
Okay, now I can get up there. And yeah, I don't think you need me for that chain anymore. Okay.
Need you to
so I can get the
aggro
dog
the
to
dog.
aggro over here. Gosh darn it.
Do you want to... Can you go all the way to the right?
I can, yes. Well, not yet. I need you to push that block down, then I can.
Okay. I wasn't sure if the dog would have, jumped down and murdered you or something.
Yeah. Okay. I guess these are like checkpoints or something.
Yeah.
I have no idea how long this game is, by the way.
I think I checked, and for some reason, 5 to 6 hours is what pops in my mind, but I could be totally and completely wrong.
Right.
What's this supposed to be?
A house? It looks like a giant milk carton to me.
You think so?
Probably. Maybe whoever lives here can help us out.
True. Hello, is anybody home?
Excuse me, we're being chased by a strange man. Help!
Hello?
Maybe they're out.
Let's just borrow their phone.
But how?
Huh? By going inside, obviously.
But how? Okay. What? The door's locked. Oh, we can't communicate again.
Oh,
All right,
man.
see you soon.
See you soon. Ick. Sorry I just barged in. I really need to borrow your phone. Crazy old guy's following me and... no point talking to them, kiddo. Whoa. But I guess there's no point talking to you either, not like you can hear me. Who was that? Huh? Hey. Yeah? Brat in the blue hoodie. I might be a kid, but I'm not a brat. Wait, you can hear me? Who's talking? Me, right over here. Look at the wall. I'm in it. You're a machine. Why can you see me or hear me at that? Maybe because I'm a robot too? I see. So you're the one who fixed that dog up. I think so, but I knew it. I knew whoever fixed it had to be one of us. One of who? One of us. People who can see the world for what it really is. But forget about that. I have to thank you, kiddo. That dog was me. What do you mean? Well, I'm this house's AI, or, well, this family's. All the animal machines that belong to this family are essentially me. I'm in charge of all of them. So I was just doing what Gramps ordered me to do and trying to off you two. But that rainstorm a while back got the ground all slippery, and before I knew it, bam! What? You were trying to kill us. Yeah, sorry about that, kiddo. Not like I wanted to, but Gramps has gone nuts, and I have to do what he says. I don't exist in this world, see? Just a dog living with a dog's rights. What are these things? Gramps' wife and daughter. Or, well, something like them. Gramps has been killing animal machines and stuff to get parts. Trying to bring them back to life, though he's got no idea they're machines. But that's so... He grew up here since he was a baby. Grew up into an adult, got married and had a kid. He was happy back then. But then some thug broke into the house. Gramps was knocked out, daughter was killed, wife was assaulted. By the time Gramps woke up, his wife had taken her own life. But he still kept living, that Gramps, did his best to keep strong. Didn't want their lives to have been for nothing. He lived a good and proper life, helping other people out. He must have pushed himself too hard, went senile, and now he's like this. But I'm going to do whatever I can to let him live the way he wants till he finally kicks the bucket. Who knows, maybe he'll be able to bring his wife and daughter back to life. He survived something most people would have gone mad experiencing, and he kept living right. About time he went around the bend and got that happiness back. Sure, it'll be a lot of trouble for a lot of people, but who cares? Not like this world's worth anything anyway. You get me, right? Hey, I don't get any of this. Hey, where you going? I still got stuff to say. Don't leave me alone. All right, I get to play video games. What's up?
All right. What the frick? RPG chick, you might want to end up playing this with PG. So if you, I'll let you know afterwards. But just in case for spoilers, you might want to avoid it. It's been a very, very two-player experience right now. Very unique take on a puzzle system with two people playing at the same time. Like, we're seeing completely different visuals right now. I'm seeing something, Axelrod is seeing a completely different game. It's a very, very interesting. Anyway, Axelrod, what the hell just happened on your screen? Because what happened on my screen was not okay.
I met an AI, and the AI was like, hey, that dog you fixed up, that was me. I control all the dogs. And inside the house was that hunter guy, his daughter and his wife, but they were both dead, and he was trying to like fix them up or something like that, is what the AI said. Because, you know, some bad things happened to them in the past. And yeah, I just, you know, had a little story time with an AI.
Okay, that sounds nice. So I talked to a rabbit, and he told me that the hunter guy is killing everyone and everything, and that it killed his parents and took their bodies, and only his little brother is alive, and he's going to protect his brother. And then the hunter shot the rabbit and was about to cut it up, and then that family, the mom and dad, came back, tried to talk to the hunter, and the hunter shot the dad in the chest and then cut him up.
Oh, okay.
And the mom ran away. And I hid the whole time, scared.
Well, I can tell you that, you know, the hunter cutting up, you know, all them bodies, you know, it's going to go to a good place. You know, he's going to rebuild his wife and his daughter.
What? All right, anyway, right now I was trying to get you out so that we can maybe try to fix them. But I guess we'll see what happens. Are we going to have to make a choice here? Whether to take the two people that died to fix his wife and daughter, or to save the two things that just died? Oh, please don't do that, game. That's such a unique experience to have. Like, why was yours, like, somewhat pleasant and sad, and mine was freaking creepy? Alright, anyway, something really bad happened. Come on, we have to go.
Hey.
Chrono, please. Enough.
What do you see?
Uh, it just looks like machine blobs, I guess.
Okay, well, I have a rabbit with an arrow through it, and then a lion with an arrow through it, and an axe in its head. On the right. That's not what you see at all?
That's not what I see at all. It's not really describable on my end. I guess I kind of see the dad a little bit in the far right. You know, like I think I can see what that's him, but yeah, it's not really describable. Yeah, I was gonna say the thing on the left, it doesn't look like a rabbit to me. It looks like just like a blob, and then it has like two duck heads coming out of it.
What? All right, well, let's keep going, I guess.
What happened here?
Can you bring them back to life like you did earlier?
This is the man we saw earlier, right? Why did this happen?
I don't know, I wish I knew.
I don't think I can repair this.
Why not?
He looks dead to me. There's no way I could fix this.
How about the rabbit? Can you fix it? It tried to save me. It's my fault.
Let me take a look. Alright, I don't think I can. Looks like the arrow hit a vital part.
Oh.
Hey,
oh, sorry,
what?
that was me. I pressed it twice by accident.
No problem. What happened to the woman?
She ran off, and that man went after her too.
You mean the old grandpa?
Grandpa?
The grandpa did this.
By grandpa, do you mean the man who shot at us earlier?
Yeah.
Who else could it be?
We have to help.
Huh?
Let's go after them.
He'll kill us. Wait.
Are we gonna have to choose between letting the wife die? So
I think so. I think that's what's happening. I'm really sorry. Hey.
yeah.
That was the hunter, wasn't it?
Is that?
It's him.
Must have fallen off the cliff.
Do not rebuild him if you have the option, Axelrod. Like that dog earlier? Whoa, what?
That looks like me. I think.
Longer hair, though. Longer hair in the back. Different scarf color, too. I think I saw somebody up there just now.
I think I can fix this.
What?
Like what I did with the dog. I think I can fix this too.
You want to bring him back to life?
Yeah.
Don't. You saw those dead bodies, right? He's the one who killed them.
Yeah, but I just feel really bad for the old man.
You feel bad for him? Not all the people he killed?
I get how you feel, but I... Is this where the decision? Yep. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Okay, you're gonna have to make a very good argument for repairing him to me. For me to agree with you. And like any you got to get your performance. Like, I need the full-on Axelrod treatment of you selling this to me, because as much as I think leaving him dead, if he's the only one we can bring back, is bad, I think he's just gonna kill a lot more people.
I don't really have, like, I don't really have a great reason to justify what he's done, but I can give you the backstory of why it's happening, and
Okay.
that doesn't necessarily mean that we go with him, I guess, like we repair him, but like basically, you know, he's, you know, I don't know. The long story short, a bandit broke into his house, killed his daughter, assaulted his wife. His wife committed suicide, and he showed up to that scene basically, and the AI described him as like he could have gone crazy and mad and all that other stuff, but he didn't. He's just trying to live his life the best way he can and trying to bring back his wife and daughter. I hate to describe it like this, but I feel like we would get an incredibly more interesting experience if we repaired him than if we just left him to die.
And by incredibly more interesting, you mean just watch him kill people?
I mean, maybe we can befriend him, you know? Maybe he becomes a homie and the dogs don't try to kill us anymore, you know? Dogs are still out there.
So, here's, I mean, I've mostly described what I saw already, but to get a little bit more into it, one of the things that the rabbit said, like, for some reason it knew I could understand him, but he said that, like, obviously it's a rabbit. It said that it killed my family, it killed my friends, but it's killing humans now, is what it said, and was surprised. Chrono, please. So yeah, so it's like if we think of this guy just as a hunter, quote unquote, that was just killing animals, maybe that was a start, but the rabbit described it like he's moved on to bigger prey and he's killing people now. Now, it's completely possible, let's look at it this way. What if the dad was did they say whether the guy, like, caught the mugger or, like, got to see what the mugger looked like or anything like that?
There was no mention of those people from the AI.
Okay. Because the guy didn't even, like, stop for, like, he just shot. He saw the rabbit, he shot the rabbit, the kid hid behind some logs in front of the house. Like, I'm in front of a milk carton house with some logs, I hid behind the log. The parents came up, they tried to, like, kind of, like, talk to the guy because they saw someone else was there, and the guy just straight up shot the dad. And then immediately went and put an axe to his head. And then started chasing after the woman. Like, no dialogue from him, no nothing, just, it was immediate.
Okay. I
How is he planning on bringing his wife and daughter back?
I mean, they look kind of like machines, so I'm presuming that he's just gathering up the parts so that, he can bring them back.
So, this game's getting more and more into like philosophical aspects in a way, because if we think about the characters that died on your side as robots, they're robots. Like, are we differentiating? Is it our character is differentiating, basically thinking of them as robots and he can't fix them, so let's take their pieces and put them in another robot? Where I'm looking at organic beings, like I'm looking at animals, people, like things that are being done. Is like that the philosophical aspect here? The difference between robots and humans and animals, things like that? Is the game trying to like make us see the difference between those two and how the lines actually kind of blur when you're looking at it from a different perspective, or thinking about it in the same way from a different perspective, if that makes sense? Because again, I'm based on what I'm seeing right now, I see a decapitated elk that you're going to put back together that I just watched shoot two things and throw an axe inside of it. You saw blobs.
Yeah, like I said, I think the logical and the most sane approach here is to just leave him to die, like without a doubt. I just think, like I said, I hate to like bring this up as my justification for...
You're gamifying it now?
Yeah, I feel like everybody and their mamas leaves him to die because of the experience that you just went through. And I feel like repairing him is probably the more unique aspect of it. Sure, we might die, Sure, he might go around and kill more people and stuff like that. But, maybe you won't. I'm willing to leave him to die, I'm gonna leave this up to you.
I think now that this is the second one, I think that like the point of this is you experience something completely different than me. Completely different. And we're expressing these things to each other, but they're supposed to make us feel one way or the other. Like, obviously mine had to go so much further in the opposite direction to make me feel this way, just like yours did. Do you have any sad feelings for this guy at all? Like, do you feel bad for him?
I think he had a very negative experience, and he's trying to make that experience go away and like be able to forget about it and go back to have things try to go back to normal. Do
you feel for him though? Like, did you feel for his story, for his plight?
Well, I don't feel for the rabbits or the
no dead. that's my point. So that you feel for this guy then, right?
Well, no, not really. There? Like if I'm thinking about this from the Axelrod perspective, this guy's probably like 100 years old. He's gonna die in 2 weeks anyways. Like,
Yeah, wow. Look out, 100-year-olds, you're dead next 2 weeks. You're all dead.
Yeah.
So I've got my perspective for this guy is I don't get any emotional tinge at all for this character until you speak to me. I have nothing towards this character. Like, let's say we're on a teeter-totter like we were at the beginning of the game, and we're like putting a little bit of weight of one side and a little weight on the other. Mine was skyrocketed towards the top. As you started talking, it started to come down a little bit, and then it started to become more moral. It started to become more like I won't say it necessarily pushed completely to equal for me, but the fact that it was even able to remotely come down at all is where I think that it's important to express your case. I don't want to quarterback it here. I don't want to be like, we're picking this because I feel like this or anything. I wanted to, like, this discussion I think is important. I think I'd say if the only reason you want to do it purely for gamification, that's slightly different than if you, like, feel like you want to, like, an emotional perspective, if that makes sense. Like, you want to actually see where his storyline goes on. Because that to me is more interesting than saying just everyone's just gonna leave die, if that makes
Well,
like picking the awkward dialogue conversation in a game, just because it's an awkward dialogue conversation to see what the character says. That's less interesting to me than picking something that we feel fits the characters we're playing and like our personality types as people here, if that makes sense.
well, I guess the only retort that I can give to that is this might still sound pretty artificial, but like we don't, at least from our perspective in the past, we didn't know why this guy was trying to kill us. You know, for all we know, somebody said, hey, these two kids killed your wife and daughter.
Yeah,
and
there's definitely missing information, just like there was with the parent. There's information we don't know. We're making a decision with partial information.
Right. So I feel like there's value in taking a risk to better understand the situation that we have found ourselves in. And there will certainly be consequences for making that decision. And, like I said, we might just die because of it. But
I'm also in a position where, like, I'm given the opportunity to, regardless of how terrible the being or entity is, given the opportunity of something to live or something to die, I don't feel comfortable making the choice that I get to make the decision that it should die. Like, for me, I don't want to get into, like, really terrible arguments from that perspective, but let's just say that I don't like the concept of playing God, given the opportunity that this thing can live. I don't want to be the thing that says it should die. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah,
if you could have
fair.
fixed the other two prior, that would have been a different story, but you can't. They can't be revived, they can't be repaired. I don't know. If I'm supposed to think like I'm this kid, I would just be traumatized. But you know what? We lean towards mine for the first one. I say we go with yours. I'm kind of indifferent here. Everything in my fiber in my beings that this guy's scary, but I don't know all the story. So
I personally think the right choice is to leave him to die.
I don't know if there's a right choice is the thing. I don't know if that's how this game's designed. Like, was there a right choice with the parents?
The right for the parents, there wasn't a right choice because it was two outsiders making making a decision about matters that they're not familiar with. Like, we don't know their kid, we don't know them. But we've had an interaction with this hunter already, and you have witnessed the gratuitousness of the hunter, and I have witnessed like the motivation of the hunter. And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what the hunter's motivation is. He's still doing things that are not agreeable.
Unless we just think of it, the fact that he's just pulling parts out of random things.
Well, I mean, even then, the thing, even though they're machines on my end, they're still quote unquote living.
Are they? Like, I have no idea what they look like. I'm like it could be something that's meant to be bridge that like you're jumping on top of or something like that? Does it look like these things are actually?
They look like. I guess where I'm going is like these robot dogs that we've interacted with so far. I don't think there has been any justification to say that they're not living beings. You know,
So they're not just like a bridge switch that's being turned on and off. You think that they, like, let's just say, like, as far as we're concerned, they're living.
I would say that they have some sort of, I don't want to say sentience, but like they recognize that, you know, you are something they want to attack, and they hunt you down, and when they can't reach you anymore, they go back. You know, like they have some sort of command, some sort of aspect to them where, you know, maybe they do have a sentience in there. I don't
like either of these decisions.
I mean,
to be honest,
like I said, I feel like the correct decision is to leave him to die. I just feel that by repairing him, I feel like we have the opportunity to learn more about what's going on and maybe suffer the consequences because of it.
I mean, we could suffer just as many consequences by leaving him die. Yeah, again, like, what if he's in a world right now where the only things that he's seeing... What if he's in a world right now, what he's seeing is, like, every person that he sees is, like, the person that mugged his wife, like, mugged them, killed his daughter, assaulted his wife. Like, there's so many unanswered questions. The only thing that we have is what happened to his family, what he just did to this other, essentially. And that's it. And, like, I don't know that there's a moral high ground to stand on in that regard. I don't know. I'm still not convinced that one than the other. Like, I can't, like, I think the fact that you think one's correct means that you're going perspective of, like, what most people are going to choose based on the dialogue. And I don't necessarily think that that's true. I don't think one option is bigger than the other. Or better than the other. I can tell from an emotional perspective that likely people are going to lean more toward him die because he killed things. And that's it. And that's enough to push people in that direction. But I think when you really think about it, there's potentially more to it that we don't know. If you think about it, anything outside that initial perspective, like, I'm right back in the middle, like I was with the parents. I'm like, I don't like either choice, but I don't necessarily think one is more of a, like, this is going to be more interesting if we pick this one over the other one.
I don't think that leaving him to die being the correct decision, like, that's not based off of external factors as far as like gamification and things like that. That's based off of purely what he has done and what he's capable of doing after he's repaired. He's already done some crazy things before he died, and there are two avenues of when he gets revived. Either he's like, oh, you know what? I've been goofing around doing all kinds of crazy stuff that I shouldn't be doing. You know, let me take a step back from all that. Or he's like, oh, I can go back to killing again. And both of those options are not worth seeking out, because, like, it doesn't like nullify the stuff that he's already done. It doesn't matter why he's done the things that he's already done. He did them. And so, like, the right decision is to just let it go in my eyes. And that's why I say it's correct. We didn't kill him, so we don't have to feel remorse for repairing him or leaving him to die. You know, he's already dead. We just have the option of if
that's the thing. We have the option of letting him live. It doesn't matter whether we killed him or how he ended up dead. Is we have the option to revive him, and stepping past that and ignoring it is a moral dilemma.
I'm much more callous than that.
I'm saying I'm gonna go with you here. I say regardless of your all the reasoning behind it, I think that I'm not really more towards one way or the other. So I'm leaning towards I'll do repair. Let's just repair him.
Okay, I'm interested in seeing what happens if we repair him. I not only for the gamification, but also because I'm curious if he'll actually talk to us, if he'll change his ways, or if he'll just, you know, try murdering us. I feel like it's an unanswered question that we would never ever get the opportunity to know about unless we went with this option.
That goes. Let's just select it here, but I think that goes both ways because we're not going to know what happens if we leave him to die.
Well,
I think like that's my point. You weigh one more interesting. You don't think the outcome for leaving him to die is going to be as in the potential of repairing him, but it could be just as interesting or just as unique. It could come back to haunt us if we don't revive him. Like there could be so many things that happen if we die. But I think you're leaning more towards the fact that this one seems more interesting from perspective right now. I'm doing it.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna fix him then.
And now I get to watch you grab something's intestine again and you connect it to another intestine and then push it back together.
This was definitely a mistake.
Let's get out of here before he tries to kill us again.
Right. Oh, see, this is not how I wanted this to go down.
You wanted more.
Did I do the right thing?
What this game's taught me more than anything is that I never get enough information to ever make a decision for stuff like this. Like, I would never feel comfortable making decisions if I was ever in a position of power as required to, because there's just too many unanswered questions. Hold on, I need to get my... I'm gonna take this opportunity to feed Crow, because he's a little asshole, and he's doing stuff he knows he's not supposed to do to get my attention. So I'm gonna feed him now rather than wait 3 minutes and feed him.
Sounds
Just give me a
good.
minute.
Well, chat, I'll open up Krasen's stream. How's oh, I guess maybe I shouldn't open up. Well, I can open up Krasen's chat. Let's scroll down so I don't see anything. So yeah, how's how is it over there? Is it fantastico? Is it terrifying? I just see him pulling out wires, you know, and connecting them. They don't look like intestines to me. It is kind of creepy. Fair enough. Fair enough. I have to admit, I'm kind of glad that I don't have the creepy end. You know, I just have our robots actual living creatures, you know? Now that I think about it, I should have used the argument that I just met an AI and the AI was the one that was controlling the dogs. Like, I had mentioned that, but I didn't reinforce that. And I think that's an important aspect to it, to bring some like humanization to the robot side, is that, you know, we've already met a character that has spoken for itself and has taken responsibility for being the dogs and attacking us, you know, just following orders and things like that. So I don't think that would have necessarily swayed Crayson to one side or another, but it was something worth saying, I suppose. Dodged a horror game there. Yeah, you know, all I see is machine blobs. When the game first swapped to like these different perspectives and things like that, I had thought that it was going to keep doing that, and that was going to be super interesting to me. But as the game goes on, I think they are trying to draw a line between, you know, like quote unquote lifeless and then quote unquote life, you know, by watching a rabbit die. It's you know, it's rough times, but watching a robot die, you know, you don't feel that same sense of disgust. And I think maybe that's what the game is trying to convey right now, or at least throw it out there.
I didn't get to hear the whole conversation, but to just kind of go with what you're saying here is, I think we were given a perspective early. We were given a perspective of two kids that have obviously lived two different lives already. And I think that already puts into context how two different people can see the world completely differently. And I think that's exactly what this game is. We are constantly seeing two different perspectives of how two different people see the world completely differently. And we, as two individuals ourselves now, are trying to explain these situations and these experiences based purely off of what we can see, and that's it. If I had your screen up and I was watching the game at the same time and reading what was on, this would be such a completely different game for me. And the fact that we have to talk about it, the fact that we have to explain it, that we are playing or explaining someone else's perspective, not my own. It didn't happen to me. I'm explaining what this kid saw, you know, just the same thing you're doing. So I think it's like this outside lens of not only what it's like for how all of us see differently and experience the world differently, but also then trying to interpret that and extrapolate that from someone else's context when they tell us something, and how difficult it can be to understand it when we didn't experience it ourselves. That's kind of where I'm at. I feel like that's what this game's doing or trying to do, and it's honestly very interesting.
Yeah, I think it's trying to do that too. It's it's getting you to think.